So welcome everybody. A little bit about Sanctuary Church for those who may not have joined us before. Sanctuary is a 508c1a faith-based organization. We use psilocybin mushrooms as a sacrament to connect us to divinity. It's our sincere belief that the consumption of psilocybin-containing mushrooms is a communion which brings us closer to what we commonly call God. We understand this concept as pure consciousness, which permeates all being. This pure consciousness is, we believe, the ineffable source of creation and the origin of health and well-being. Our faith in sacred mushrooms stems from prehistoric use by our ancestors and personal experiences of modern members. It is our belief that psilocybin-containing mushrooms are one of the greatest sacraments that nature offers, raising our awareness so that we can access a direct connection to the source of life. We should not be mistaken for a medical or therapeutic organization. We encourage anybody facing trauma recovery or mental health issues to work in conjunction with a psychiatrist, psychologist, or accredited therapist. Our objective is to help and support you in reconnecting and recognizing with this universal source of healing, your own divine spirit. As we get ready for today's service, we ask that you mute your mics if they're not already muted. We want to let you know that this meeting is being recorded, which if you have any questions about, feel free to reach out privately. A portion of the service, we will invite you to journal. So now would be a good time to grab a notebook and pen if you'd like to participate in that. Please do, if possible for you, find a comfortable space where you can relax and be present for the service. The service portion of our gathering is about 30 minutes of silent participation on your part, during which time we will begin with a short meditation. We'll read the poem that the church has adopted as our acknowledgement of oneness with all that is, titled A Litany of Gratitude. A reading from our rotating text currently practicing the power of now, along with an opportunity to journal your thoughts around the reading. We'll have a reading from our main text, the Tao Te Ching, and after that, we'll bring the official service to a close. From there, we'll move into an optional discussion period led by Eric. And we have allotted 90 minutes for this portion till 12 o'clock, and do invite you to participate. Welcome and thank you for joining our Sanctuary community in celebration. As we begin our statement of faith, we recognize that this statement does not exhaust the full extent of our faith. We believe that sacred mushrooms are a primary source of personal and divine revelation. We seek counsel from the mushroom to provide direction and inner inspiration in our faith practice. And we believe that all individuals who seek true revelation from divinity can do so. And it's time for meditation with Courtney.
Thanks, Amy. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. I invite you to join me in a short, guided loving kindness meditation. So if you're not already in a comfortable position, I invite you to go ahead and get in a comfortable position. So I'll give you a few moments to do that. When you're ready, you can close your eyes and take a few intentional breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose one last time, and out through your mouth. From here on out, you can simply breathe as you normally would. I invite you to bring your attention to the warmth of your heart beating. Take the next few moments to feel the sensation of your heart, helping us be right here in this life, in this body. Now I invite you to bring to mind a person who is close to you and loves you very much. This could be somebody from the past or someone still in your life. Imagine that person standing on your right side, sending you their love. And that person is sending you wishes for your safety, your well being, and your happiness. Feel the warm wishes and love coming from that person towards you. Now I invite you to bring to mind the same person or a different person, if you wish, who cherishes you deeply. And imagine that person standing on your left side, sending you wishes for your wellness, your health, and your happiness. Feel the kindness and the warmth coming from that person to you. Continuing to breathe just as you normally would. I invite you to imagine you're surrounded on all sides by all the people who love you and who have loved you in your life. Picture all of your friends and your loved ones surrounding you. They're sending you wishes for your happiness, your well being, and your health. Feel their warm wishes like the rays of the sun shining on you and through you. Now I invite you to bring your awareness back to that person who's standing on your right side and begin to send them the love that you feel. You and this person are similar, just like you. This person wishes to be happy. Send all your love and warm wishes to that person. You may repeat the following phrases silently. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be free from pain. Continuing to breathe, focus your awareness on the person standing on your left. And again, begin to direct the love within you to that person. Send your love and your warmth to them. Just like you, that person wishes to have a great life. You may repeat the following phrase silently. Just as I wish to, may you be safe, may you be healthy, may you live with ease and happiness. Continuing to breathe, I invite you to expand your awareness and picture the whole globe in front of you like a little ball you can see fully and feel fully. I invite you to send warm wishes to all living beings on the globe who, like you, want to be happy. You may repeat the following phrase silently, just as I wish to. May you live with ease, happiness, and good health. Again, returning to the warmth of your heart for a few moments. I invite you to feel the beating of your heart, working happily to help us have this human experience. As we conclude this meditation, I invite you to take some closing intentional breaths, again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Let this last breath really coming into the service space, through your nose and out through your mouth. Before you open your eyes, give your fingers and your feet and your toes some wiggles. You may give a full body stretch, really coming back into the space together.
Thank you, Courtney.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Now we'll just pause for a moment for those that are partaking in a subtle sacrament today. In our litany of gratitude, when I say we live in all things live in us, feel free to unmute your microphone and say that with me. A litany of gratitude. We live by the sun, we feel by the moon, we move by the stars. We live in all things, all things live in us. We eat from the earth, we drink from the rain, we breathe of the air. We live in all things. All things live in us. We call to each other, we listen to each other. Our hearts deepen with love and compassion. We live in all things. All things live in us. We depend on the trees and animals. We depend on the earth. Our minds open with wisdom and insight. We live in all things. All things live in us. We dedicate our practice to others. We include all forms of life. We celebrate the joy of living and dying. We live in all things. All things live in us. We are full of life. We are full of death. We are grateful for all beings and companions. And for our first reading today, Susan.
Practicing the Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Beauty arises in the stillness of your presence. Presence is needed to become aware of the beauty, the majesty, the sacredness of nature. Have you ever gazed up into the infinity of space on a clear night, awestruck by the absolute stillness and vastness of it? Have you listened, truly listened, to the sound of a mountain stream in the forest, or to the song of a blackbird at dusk? To become aware of such things, the mind needs to be still. You have to put down for a moment your personal baggage of problems, of past and future. Otherwise, you will see but not see, hear but not hear. Your total presence is required. Beyond the beauty of the external forms, there is more here, something that cannot be named, something ineffable, some deep and inner holy essence. Whenever and wherever there is beauty, this inner essence shines through somehow. It only reveals itself to you when you are present.
Now we'll have about 5 minutes to reflect on that. So our prompt today is, could it be this nameless essence and your presence are one and the same? Would it be there without your presence? All right, we're going to move on to the next piece. The paradoxical nature of life and its mysteries are best experienced through the ineffable space we find in our communion with the mushroom. For more than 2,000 years, the Tao Te Ching has provided guidance and instruction for exploring the paradox of existence. It's for this reason that we employ the Tao Te Ching as our primary sacred text and invite all to study it further as you delve deeper into the mystery of life. Kevin.
Right.
Yes.
Tao Te Ching, chapter 10. In keeping the spirit and the vital soul together, are you able to maintain their perfect harmony? In gathering your vital energy to attain suppleness, have you reached the state of a newborn babe? In washing and clearing your inner vision, have you purified it of all dross? In loving your people and governing your state, are you able to dispense with cleverness? In the opening and shutting of heaven's gate, are you able to play the feminine part? Enlightened and seeing far into all directions, can you at the same time remain detached and non-active? Rear your people, feed your people, rear them without claiming them for your own. Do your work without setting any store by it. Be a leader, not a butcher. This is called hidden virtue.
All right, Courtney, do you have announcements today?
Yes, I do. Hey, everybody, again, some announcements for this week. We are excited and grateful to announce that Lenore and Russell Crenshaw, not sure if they're on this call right now, but yes, they are. Hey, y'all. They're going to be presenting an introduction to the theory and practice of Qigong on, let's see, I didn't put the date on here, this Wednesday evening at Clifton Universalist Unitarian Church from 6 to 8 p.m. This is a holistic body-mind energetic practice developed for self-healing. Lenore and Russell have been leading Qigong classes and workshops in the Louisville area for over 10 years now. So during this Wednesday evening session with them, you'll be invited to participate in the Qi field with your presence, open heart, and common intention for healing, progress, and highest well-being for each other. With this practice, you'll develop a sensitivity to energy and the ability to activate, accumulate, mobilize, and store it. This event is at no suggested cost for official Psanctuary members and is a suggested $10 to $20 for non-members. So you can see all the details and register via our events calendar, which you can find on psanctuary.org. And this leads nicely into our talking about our minister programs, as cultivating a sensitivity to energy is such a big part of what our ministers at Psanctuary are doing. Thank you to the 50 plus members who have enrolled in our new minister ordination programs. Our vision at Psanctuary is to live in a world with supportive and joyful communities, empowered to discover their own divinity with sacred mushrooms and each other. These minister programs are one huge step towards that vision. So if you missed this round of enrollment, no worries. These programs will have monthly opportunities for enrollment, so stay tuned for more details around the next enrollment period for our March program start dates. And those are for our Subtle Sacrament Minister Program, our Myself Minister Program, followed by our Friends and Family Clerical Minister Program in April. And last but not least, this Tuesday, January 31st from 7:30 to 9 p.m. Eastern, Bill Protzman will be offering his experiential Meet Your Power music workshop, which is a really cool workshop. Bill is a musical self-care expert and Psanctuary certified cleric. This workshop is open to at no cost to Psanctuary members and will be offered every other Tuesday from 7:30 to 9 p.m. Eastern. So this is online via Zoom, only for our official Psanctuary members. So again, you can register for that on our events calendar at psanctuary.org. So that's all for announcements today. Passing it back to you, Amy.
Thanks, Courtney. All right. James, did you have anything for fundraising today?
Hey, nothing huge and new. I think we're going to be talking about a little bit more as the year progresses. Obviously, the big thing was the sign up for these new ministry programs, and the fact that 50 of you came out to do so, I think, is already showing me that we have a tremendous amount of passion and excitement here in the church for these new steps. So really thrilled to see that. I think there's some work I'd love to do working with some of the other clerics. And as we have more and more people come through these ministry programs, we're also going to want to discuss steps afterward as you have more of an urge to share the message and to have an impact. So things to talk about. But for now, I really just thrilled to hear that so many people have signed up. And as always, the biggest thing you can be doing is talking about Psanctuary. If not in your public life, I understand I have my concerns as well about being too public sometimes, but even just with friends can make a big difference.
All right, thanks, James. And membership, if you're not yet a member of Psanctuary, we have a 5-step membership process that includes a discovery call. You can find more information on our website, psanctuary.org. Up at the top, there's a membership button. And with that, we've come together with intentions of service to the land and all its inhabitants. It's in our hearts to go forth into the world with the collective consciousness. We encourage you to stay for continued fellowship and conversations around our readings today. For those unable to stay, we thank you for being with us. As we further our conversation, please remember that all perspectives are welcome as we search for the spiritual truth that unites us all. Much love.